Hello, exporters and future exporters. Welcome to this site where we always talk about foreign trade and useful online tools for foreign trade, as well as artificial intelligence applied to foreign trade. My name is Carlos Enrile, and I am the person who will guide you through the updates we have for today. Many of you have used a tool called TradeMap. Let me remind you that there is an international organization called the ITC, International Trade Center, and this organization has multiple online tools such as the Export Potential Map, for example, or MagMap, to find tariffs, and of course it has a tool that shows you the flow of goods between countries called TradeMap. Well, TradeMap has now turned 18 years old, and at the ITC they've said that it's time to modernize. Whether this is interesting or not, I'm just telling you what's happening right now. From now until July 2026, you can use both versions. The old one, where you can keep doing what you did before by going to www.trademark.org, or the new one by going to beta.trademark.org, since for now we only have the English version. And with that said, if you agree, I'll share my screen so we can see the differences between the old version and the new one. Here we have in front of us beta.trademark.org/n/ the only version that exists right now, which is the English version. And we're going to scroll down to where it says Trade Indicators. I'm going to use an example I usually use, which is very simple, and it's the following. Imagine that you are a winery from Argentina, Chile, or Spain, and you're interested in the German market. And of course, you want to know who your competitors are as countries, right? Your competitors as countries in Germany. And you want to know in what volume your competitors operate, how much more is imported than Argentine, Spanish, or Chilean wine in Germany. The process is as follows. We go to the selector we have here, and the first thing we're going to set in trade flows is imports. We want imports to Germany. Once we've done this, the importing country is not the world, it's not world. So we select Germany, and we leave the exporting country as the whole world. And what are we going to choose? A specific type of wine. We are going to select tariff heading 220421, which is wine made from fresh grapes in containers of less than 2 liters. Let me remind those of you who are new to TradeMap that it's very important to register. Registration is free and serves 2 purposes. First, it allows you to view trade flows down to 6 digits of detail. It's not the same to search for 2204, which refers to other wines, as it is to search for 220421. And second, as you will see, those of you who are not familiar with the tool, in certain cases, which we will look at, it allows you to find out which companies, in this case German companies, have imported this type of wine during the current year, which in our example will be the year 2024. Alright then, so under products, let's enter 2204-21. Here we have the Dubas Frescas wine, which I mentioned earlier. And now, just like in the previous version, the results appear. Italy is the leader with a 47% market share, followed by France with 23%, and then Spain with 13%. Notice that it always shows you somewhere that you can save. You see where it says save, you can save the contents. But besides saving the content, the result, what's also very interesting about this version is that you can also save the search itself. Instead of having to do imports, Germany, wine 220421, again tomorrow, as you can see at the top right, you have the option to save. Save query. Save query. The thing is, it's giving me an error because I had already created this one. You give the search the name you want, and then we go directly to load query. In this case, I had called it Wine Germany, and the search is already set up for you. You can then save several searches, so when you need them again, you just click on the button for the save search with the name you gave it, and it automatically loads the country, flows, etc. The data you requested, all right? Okay, so up to this point, nothing is new compared to the previous version. Also remember another tool, just like in the previous version, which is the companies feature. If we click on companies, we will find the companies that imported to Germany from the scenario. In the year we're looking at, which in this example is 2024, and this is going to be very interesting. First, it's not for everyone. Only for developing countries and for the 27 member countries of the European Union, since the European Commission has paid a good amount of money. Thank you. So that we have access to that information. I'm in Spain, so as you will see, from Spain you can view the content. Alright, here we have the companies. They are sorted alphabetically, and all the way to the right, very interesting, we have the links to each of the companies. And if you click the plus sign on the left, the company's profile appears. I'll tell you why later. It's interesting that the link appears on the right. Well, that's it. This is the basics. Going back to the table where we found results, trade map, the new version allows us to view it in different ways. You have the map option, which would be a world map with the countries. Exporters, Germany, and each point represents a value according to its color. And you also have the bubbles. So as you can see on the right, there are bubbles. The name doesn't appear all the way to the right, but it's Italy. Would Italy be the main importer? Following France, it goes to Spain. And here are the others we have around here. Always, always, always. In the case that it's a table, you can go to save, and in 6, you can ask it to save in Excel format. And this is going to be very important. There are 2 important things that have been mentioned. That the list of websites of the companies that imported to Germany appears. And I also just explained that in the results of the tables, you can ask to save the table, for example, in Excel format. The classic trade map will disappear in July of this year, 2026. So we have to start adapting to trade map. Today it's the beta version, but it will be the final version starting in July. And now I want to introduce a concept that is interesting, which is artificial intelligence. I have 2 options. One option is the one you've seen. Search for trade map. The import is wine, Germany. The other option is to let artificial intelligence do it. And for that, in many of the tools you are using, like Gemini, Cloud, or even ChatGPT itself, you have an option called agent mode. So agent mode is like your intern, right? Agent mode will go visit the website you're interested in and do what you ask it to do. You can access agent mode simply by searching for it within your form in ChatGPT. And just so you know, I remind you that it's only available in the paid version. Or the other option is you can have it embedded, inserted into your ChatGPT browser, which is called Atlas, which is what I'm going to do, but it doesn't matter which way you do it. Let's say Atlas is a bit more convenient. If you look here, I have the Atlas browser, which is the ChatGPT browser that you can download for free from the internet, from their website, and I'm going to ask it for agent mode. Agent. So in the plus menu, I click on agent mode, which is this one that appears here, and once it's in agent mode, it will do whatever I ask it to do. And what am I going to ask it to do? To go to the beta version of TradeMap with my credentials, which it should have, and if not, I'll enter them now, and to perform the search we saw earlier. We're going to do 2 things. First, to download the Excel table, and then to look for companies for me. Let's start with the first one. I'm going to ask it, visit the website betatrademap.org and log in with my credentials. Search for wine importers 220421 Germany and download the resulting table. As you can see, in this case, it opens like a new browser that starts navigating through the ITC website. If you were using chat.gp, on the web version, a small window would open with Chrome browser inside. It's the same story. And now it's asking me to log in. And now, once it has found the table for me and downloaded it, I can ask it to do things with the table. Let's move on to the other search. In the other search, what are we going to ask it? Now let's have it show us the list of importing companies. And the most interesting thing is that it visits, for example, the websites of the top 10 resulting companies and taking into account my wine, which could be a mid-range Spanish wine, have it tell me. Out of those 10 resulting companies, since it has visited each of their websites, which of them could be interesting for me? And as a response, it tells me I have reviewed the websites of the top 10 importers and for a Spanish winery exporting mid-priced wine. 22nd of April 2021, I have only found 2 clear candidates. The rest seem to be businesses focused on other products. And specifically, it considered Ex Vinum and Albert Heights to be interesting. Well, that was just a list of 10. The list is actually much longer. We won't continue, but what would we do now? I would send it to my LinkedIn account, log into LinkedIn, and say, find me the person in charge, or the people responsible for wine imports at Ex Vinum Albert Height, and the others that would appear in the results. And, as always, let me tell you that if you enjoyed this content, I invite you to subscribe and give it a like, to stay informed about new videos always related, as you can see, with topics on international trade. Best regards, and see you in the next video.